Welcome back to another edition of Between Two Fars. I'm Warnke Miller. We've been talking with Judge Reed Prouty. He's the Vice Chairman of the Armed Services Board of Contract Appeals, about a variety of subjects relating to litigation before the ASBCA. And today we're going to focus down a little bit more on some of the things that confuse us. And that's how much flexibility and discretion a particular ASBCA judge may have in the conduct of their hearings and their cases.
Sure. That's a great question, and it's a lot. In the first instance, as you may know, the board has pretty wide open, sort of vaguish rules about how it conducts its hearings, and that's on purpose, basically to allow the judges to do what they think is best for them. So there are 20 some odd judges on the board right now, and many of them approach things in different ways, in ways that work for that judge. And that's fine. And you have broad discretion, and subject only to abuse of discretion. So there's no reason for a judge not to decide, I want pre-hearing briefs. And other judges say, no, I don't want that. There are some judges who ask for opening statements. Most judges do not. I actually like a very short opening statement, just to sort of orient me as to who's going to testify and what they're going to say. But a lot of judges don't want that, and that's just perfectly fine. Pretty much every judge is going to have a post-hearing brief. In fact, I can't imagine anyone not doing that. However, some judges might have different orders of briefing. For example, personally, I like them to be sequential. So the contractor, in a case where the contractor has the burden of proof, well, they should go first and have the government respond to that, and then a reply brief, and probably not a reply unless there's a special reason. Other judges think, no, I want to have both parties file their opening briefs at the same time and both parties filing their reply briefs at the same time. And there's nothing wrong with that, and the judge might have his or her reasons for preferring that. And again, it's perfectly reasonable and perfectly allowable. So I guess one big takeaway is, if you've been before the board before, and you think, oh, okay, this is the way it's going to be done, if it's a different judge, they might not do it the same way as your prior judge. So make sure you know how the judge wants to handle it. And don't be thrown by the fact that it's going to be different. Because in the end, the substantive decision is going to be subject to the same rules. You're just going to get there perhaps in a different pathway.
Fantastic, thank you. I want you to stay with us because we're going to tackle one more subject here before we let poor Judge Prouty get on his plane, and that is the brave new world of virtual hearings and the return to in-person hearings and hybrid hearings. Let's find out. Stay tuned for the next episode of Between Two Fars.